Hey everyone, it's Canuck. I wanted to go over the new onboarding service that we have on our Discord server. Plus, I'm going to go over our new progression chart for the Alliance. So hang out. Here I am on my test account, and we're going to go and do the onboarding that I just set up. So I already got a link. Put it in. There you go. We join the server. You're going to see we used to we used to have the old band that showed up and wait for Connect 3PO to save your ass and give you a proper role. Now we got a whole new setup. So we got three choices. I'm already a member, I'm seeking a new guild, or a guild that's looking to join our alliance. So let's say I'm a noob, alright, and I just Googled on the and I found that there's opening in our alliance. Well, seeking a new guild. There you go. Next. Boom. Already a member? Nope. I am not. Finish. There you are. So now that's way better than the old band that we used to have. So we got a few tasks that we need to do. And a little intro. Hi, I'm Kenneth Trupio, blah 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 blah. Alright. So everybody that's joined in is gonna need to do a few things. You're gonna have to go through our rules. There they are. Alright, get started. Alright. I can introduce myself like I just did. Alright. Oh, Tufu did. And Jackson Sizzle. Alright, nice. So I can put something here. This. Alright. There you go. I just posted it. Alright. Now I put check your mod score. So everybody when they join they're gonna know their mod scores, alright? So you can go straight in. Alright. Do the command. If I can find it. Alright. Mod score. Then you run it. I probably not I'm not link. If you link, you can get this. Boom. Just like this. Then you come back up. Introduce yourself to the alliance. I did. Check your mod score. I did. Good. And it's the last thing. Seek out a recruiter. So this forum right here, player movement and recruiting. There's a lot going on. So you can use it for a member that wants a promotion to a higher guild. If they want to go lower to a lower guild. If an outside player wants to join in, I'm going to show you all the tags here. Alright, so if you're seeking a promotion, seeking a demotion, if a guild has openings, they can post it here. I got all the guilds you can link with it. You got the looking for a guild or guild wants to join. So I'm a noob, I want to get into a good guild, so I'm looking for a guild. I can even post the ones that I'm interested in. So let's say I want boot camp or academy. I can do all that. So new post, my title is, there you go. And I had the tags that I need. So looking for guild, boot camp, academy, enter a message, this. Can even put links or a picture or whatever. There you go. I just post. And now I'm ready to actually function in the server. I don't need Connect 3PO to jump in and actually to manually change every role every time. It's just integrated now, so it's perfect, and then it's going to be a lot easier to manage after that. Less job for me. All right, so as you can see now, I got that. And once an officer reply, Connect 3PO here. All right. So I go into my cell. All right. Holy shit! I got a new guy waiting. All right. So I can go right in and be like, wait a second. There you go. Boom. You'll see pop it up. There you go. Boom. And I can take and charge that new guy, get him lined up into one of our guild, and I can update his access right from here. That we went over our new onboarding feature on our server. We're gonna go through our guilds. A lot of our members are asking me, what are the new guilds that we have in our alliance? Well, now, if you look into the server guide on top right here, click on it, and you have this page, and all the resources for our alliance are right there. And right at the bottom of it, you got the ARI guilds. I took that from our old recruiting server and I just pasted there. So now you can see we got our 5 guilds listed up here. So the boot camp, the academy, Canadian Rebel Force, Canadian Rebel Alliance, Montana Rebel Alliance. So if we look here, boom, they're all here. You click on them and you see them. There you go. So we got the boot camp. The boot camp, obviously, it's a work in progress. We only have 6 members as of right now, but I'm looking into building it. Oh, Oakham's actually showed up. Nice. All right. So I really wish we could recruit and build it back up so that we can actually welcome new players and have a proper guild for them to actually learn the ropes of the game and be able to progress through our alliance. Next up is the academy. It's been about 2.5 years since started it. Now they're doing really good. They're standing at the 207 million galactic power. Got a few GLs, 11 Calorens, 5 Executor. I like the idea of the academy because sometimes we have players in our top end guilds that underperform or have a real life situation where they cannot play as they used to. Well, the academy is just perfect for that. They take a step back, but they still get great rewards because right now they can actually do the Naboo raid and they can actually reach a nice score for their GP. The TBs, they're into Geonosis and Hot, so people that likes the old school territory battles, that's the perfect place for them. They're not planning on switching to Road anytime soon, so the academy will be the place in our alliance where you can actually get Watchers, which is required for our good pal Jedi Master Kenobi. After that, I'm going to transition to our 3 bigger guilds, starting with mine. So the Canadian Rebel Force, there it is. Alright. We stand at 447 million galactic power. I would consider ourselves as casual plus. What I mean by that, we are lean back, but we got a few rules, like the 5-day rules, and that the TBs are mandatory. So that's why I would label ourselves as casual plus. We do have a few GLs, 2 Ahsokas. Right, the leader obviously is me. All right, 3PO right here. We're just short of that 67 million crate. Every time we need that little bit more push to get to it, but I think we're not gonna be able to do it before the new raid kicks in. And for the TBs, the last one was a disaster. but normally we are around 26 stars for territory battles. Next up are our two newest guilds in the Alliance. So we got Canadian Rebel Alliance, CRA. So if you see CRA, now you know who those guys are. They stand at 518 million power, 9 Ahsokas, and the leader is Camrak. So if you see him around, that's the leader of CRA. In their TB, they're normally around 29 stars. They just unlocked Riva, so good for them. And in the raid, you can see they're pulling a pretty good score, so that's great. And last but not least, our strongest guild in our alliance, MRA, the Montana's Rebel Alliance. They stand at 546 million. I would consider these guys as semi-competitive plus. CRA would be semi-competitive minus. All right, it just seems like MRA is just a little bit more competitive than them, but that's from my point of view. If you ask CRA, they probably won't agree with that, but that's all right. Everybody got a Jedi Master Luke. That's pretty awesome. I don't know who doesn't have a SLKR, but he needs to catch up. I don't know. The leader is Stallion. There he is, leader. Obviously, they're doing Rote as the TB. They are standing at 31 stars. Pretty good. And their raid score, they're over 100 million points. That's pretty good. So this is it for all our guilds. Like I said, go to the server guide and everybody got access to all that information. Now that we went through all the guilds in our alliance, yesterday I published a progression chart, and it seems like a few members that were confused about what it actually meant. So I'm gonna go over that progression chart and explain every step of the way what we expect from every players. So pretty simple, the progression chart. All right, it starts with the boot camp. You can see it is our entry guild for the alliance, and we expect players that are new to the game, that don't really know what to farm. So it's pretty much our job as veteran players to coach them to where they need to be in order to progress through the alliance. So to progress from the boot camp towards the academy, you will be needed gear 12 geos all across the board. Since the academy is actually hard farming Watt Tambor right now, that's what they require the most. So me and the academy leader, we sat and discussed about it, and well, they'll take players that have gear 12 Watt ready geos. So once you did that, you'll progress towards the academy. Once you're into the academy, you have 3 options after that. All right, you have CRF, which is casual plus, CRA semi-competitive minus, and MRA semi-competitive plus. So if we take the first path towards CRF, what we're going to require is to have 2 GLs. It can be anyone, all right? Could be Kylo and Sia, I don't give a darn, all right? As long as they have 2 GLs with them. I can even go and say 1 GL and 1 Metafleet. I would be open to that. But right now for CRF, what's really, really important is to get the Rerush shards. So if they can have the Inquisitors ready to get the Grand Inquisitors, or even better, if they're all R7 across the board, we'll gladly take them. We'll turn a blind eye on the GP as long as they have those Inquisitors ready. I'm all for it. CRA now. They will take you in with the following. So two GLs, just like us, the CRF. So they'll take any two GLs into the mix. They'll require a 7 million GP, but the most important thing for them is a willingness to farm the road operation requirements. They want to do as best as they can into that territory battle, and they want members that are actually gonna help the guild progress towards completing those platoons and actually do better and get better rewards into that territory battles. And now we got MRA right over there. All right, since it's the bigger, most competitive guild in our alliance, the step to get there is a little bit more steeper. All right, so they will take you with a mix of 3 to 4 GLs. All right, so as you can see, that's a screenshot from my account, so I would actually fit right in. So they need 3 to 4 GLs and 9 to 10 million GP. Right? If you're within that range, that guild is perfect for you. So this is how the progression chart works. Right? I wanted to make it as mostly visual as we can, so that everybody can just glance at it and be like, where I'm at, what I need to do to actually progress to the next step. So that's it for the progression chart. So this concludes this video. I hope you liked the changes that I made to the server and the progression chart. The next time we'll be talking to each other will be when the new raid will be kicking in. So until then, have fun and enjoy the game. See ya.